Christina done messed up, y'all. She caused Rick and Elizabeth to get in a car accident. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life and Chess for General Hospital, March 28, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know your thoughts on today's episode down below. I said, look, that was a good episode. But I was hoping that the cliffhanger was going to be, I already knew it was about to be a car accident because of the preview on Monday. But what I was looking forward to was finding out who was the one who had that explosion done at Sunny Place. Look, they don't left her with who got hurt. Look like on Monday's episode, Lucky's trying to get to somebody. I'm assuming Elizabeth, but we don't know. And the dude is telling him that they're doing all they can to save her. And I was like, oh my goodness, Christina. I said all this time, so you didn't know who Ava Cobb was, what Ava Cobb was, or what type of car she had, or whatever. So I thought when she was looking at it, she realized that there was Rick's car, and she was wondering why Rick was there. So she went and found them doggone, what was them flyers? I don't know what type of things they was. But yeah, I was like, this was a good episode, y'all. But yeah, we're going to start with Sasha and Maxie. So basically, she was just talking to Maxie, showing her the ultrasound and everything. I think Maxie also told Sasha that there's a place for her and the baby at her place. But yeah, then here it came. She did exactly what Sidwell wanted her to do. Now, I don't know if Maxie gonna actually listen to her or what, but y'all know if you don't know. Sidwell gave her some money. How much did he give her? I forgot already, y'all. But yeah, he gave her some money to basically convince the leaders, the women of deception that, oh, you know, I ain't really grab her and try to explode her. Try to blow her up. And it wasn't what it looked like. It's not what it looked like. But yeah, so she started talking to Maxie about it, talking about, so maybe, you know, it wasn't what I thought it was. Maxie was like, how do you misinterpret somebody grabbing you and trying to make you explode? I said the same thing again. But yeah, and she was like, you know, I just had time to think about it. And it really was Holly this and Holly that. I'm still tripping off the fact that these folks done came back, stirred up all this doggone trouble just to be off the doggone show. Oh my freaking goodness. But yeah, so Maxie was like, you gave me a lot to think about. I said, betrayed your own people. Betrayed your own people for money when you could have just took Michael money. You could have took Jason money for that matter. But next we got Tracy and Elizabeth. I think she came there looking for Stella, but she told Stella was already gone. She wanted to go to lunch, I think. Then they started talking about Drew and everything he's trying to do, but Tracy ends up getting a call from Yuri. A call from Yuri saying that the people there to knock it down or whatever. And that was another cliffhanger. It was the fact that they finna get ready to knock down the doggone crypt or whatever, and then it's Sonny them trying to get a name from Salisky, and then it's the car crash. I was like, dog, that was good. Oh my freaking goodness. Trina, Ezra, Emma, Gio, Anna, and eventually Tracy and Yuri and them showed up as well. But yeah, Trina was confronting them, asking them what they doing or whatever, because she trying to study and they making all this noise. He ends up saying, he tried to get her the paper at first. Then he ends up I think he gave them to Gio, or he tried to give him to Gio, but Gio wouldn't take it. He was like, he not a Quartermain. And then the dude ends up going to take it to Yuri or whatever, and that's when Yuri called Tracy. But yeah, they was over here trying to knock down the doggone crypt again. And so Emma done took her tail. They said she's supposed to be doing something dangerous or whatever. She chained herself to the door. Tracy ends up showing up and sitting beside her. Trina was filming the whole time or whatever. But Emma and they was like they not gonna move or whatever and all this stuff just for them to say they gotta go. Just for them to say they gotta go. Now I don't know what's gonna happen on Monday's episode, because on one hand they show Emma talking to Anna saying that she was confronting her saying that I can't believe you just said that. And then who was that talking to Anna? Somebody was talking to Anna and said, maybe not, look at this or whatever. So I'm wondering if they going to actually stop them before they tear it down. And obviously, Monica doesn't even know what Drew has been up to, because she told Elizabeth that. Tracy told Elizabeth that Monica doesn't know yet. But what else happened? When Anna came, she looked over the order, the paperwork or whatever, and that's when she told them they had to go. They had to knock it down and stuff like that. So I don't know. There was one cliffhanger, y'all. That's all that happened with them, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I was hoping. Now, we still got to wait to see Monday's episode to see how all this plays out. But I think it would have been better if maybe Gio, like I said, Gio ran in there. They didn't know he was in there. Then they was looking for him. They found out that he was in there. Then, boom, the storyline is out that he is Brooklyn and Dante's son. That would have been a perfect opportunity. Now, it ain't over yet, so we don't know yet if they're going to actually knock it down. We don't know what else is going to happen or whatever. We just know that Tracy and them got to move. Drew and Kai. So at first they was just talking about, the fact that he been having making all these appearances and doing a lot of public speaking or whatever, and Kyle was basically second guessing. So Drew saw an opportunity. That's exactly what happened. He saw an opportunity. He was like, okay, I see that Drew now been in your, not Drew, Curtis now been in your head or whatever, so I'm gonna give you what you looking for. Because at first they was talking about the speaking engagement and stuff like that. Kai started to talk about football, so he was like, okay, that's what it is. He ends up saying he know one doctor that could help him, because he was speaking on the fact that the doctor say right now it's not really anything that they could do. He's about to say, this is one doctor or whatever, he could help you and all this other stuff, telling him what he want to hear. So Kai started talking about the fact that he can't afford it and he don't think his insurance would cover it stuff. He's about to say, I cover it. So he was asking him why would he do that, and what happens if if they do the surgery and he still can't play football. What did he tell him about that? I don't know, but either way it go, he over here trying to get folks on his side. He can't be trusted. He cannot be trusted. But he ends up saying, after he said all that, he talking about some, I make my own decisions about people and stuff like that. And I said, okay. And you going to see exactly who Drew is as of right now. Now, I don't know if they're going to eventually take Drew back to who he used to be, but we'll see. Lulu and Lucky. I can't remember. What was they talking about? I know he ended up telling her that he was finna get ready to go out of town with Elizabeth. And she said something about, are you sure about that? And she was bringing up, everything that she's dealing with or whatever. It sounded like she was trying to project or whatever. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, can't remember. Like, I know they was talking about that, and she was just telling him to be sure. He was talking about, they had been there before and the memories they shared, and she trying to warn him against it and stuff. I said, mind your business. I said, didn't they just tell you to mind your business? I said, look, do y'all think that's who I thought? But when I went to check the promo, I thought that Elizabeth was the one Lucky was talking about. But some people think that Christina is actually going to be the one to get into a car accident or whatever. I said, I don't know. I would think it would be Elizabeth, but yeah, she don't sit up here and did something stupid. Now, at first, when Rick was listening to Christina and Ava go back and forth or whatever, and he rushed out of there after Christina left, I was assuming he was about to tell Ava about herself. I was assuming he's about to confront her about everything she said and everything that she said in regards to, Irene, aka Adela, Sonny and everything. He did mention, he was like, the way Christina reacted, something must be seriously wrong with Sonny or whatever. But they never got to finish the conversation because they started going back and forth about Elizabeth. I said, you know what, Ava? You know what? I said, you might be right or whatever about Elizabeth. I ain't gonna say she was using him, but at the same time, her and Lucas did say they had to do what's best for the hospital. So she was right. But yeah, Ava Rick Christina. So Rick said he just, got good with Alexis, and if Christina sees him, that's gonna set everything back. So he goes to hide. But he listening. So she just barged in or whatever, and they start doing what they do. I told y'all, I'm sick of both of them. Lock both of them up. One in the jail, one in the jail, and one in the nut house. One in the crazy place and one up in jail. This just solve all the problems. Take away everybody's problems, everybody's headaches, if these two go away. But yeah, what else did she say? I had wrote down, I said Rick hides Christina barges in Ava's place and they do what they do. But Ava tells Christina she'll do anything to protect. That's what I think. I don't think Christina has said nothing yet. I can't remember. But I know Ava tells Christina that she'll do it. Oh, they was talking about Sonny and custody and stuff like that. And she was like, I'll do anything to protect my daughter. As a mother, I do anything to protect my daughter. But you wouldn't understand because you're not a mother. I said, see, neither one of them had learned anything. And I was like, okay. I was waiting on her to go off on her. I was waiting on her. I was like, they do the same. Both of them never learned. What? No. I think when she first came in, Ava said, don't go near a window. I don't want to repeat what happened last time. I said, well, y'all both at fault. Y'all still at fault because neither one of y'all has learned anything. But yeah, they was just going back and forth with each other. She was bringing up Sonny being sick, and she should go straight to the judge and tell everything about him being sick. If he's sick, then he can't take care of our daughter. What if Avery was the one to find him on the floor and stuff like that, and just study speaking on Sonny, and Christina getting madder and madder. So then Christina was like, well, I think she said something else. I can't remember what all she said. They just both do what they do. Christina ends up saying, you took my brother, you took Morgan, you took Adela, you took Adela or whatever, and now I won't let you take my father or whatever. I will stop you or whatever. So Ava, when she left, Christina ends up leaving or whatever. Rick comes out and he was rushing out. So I'm like, is he about to tell her that she was at fault just like Christina? Christina shouldn't. Once again, Christina had no business coming over here. It's like what she said, you ain't learned last time. But yeah, So Ava was just going on, and she was saying how she's glad that he heard Christina threaten her or whatever. And I was like, but you doing stuff to provoke this crazy girl. You definitely been doing stuff. Just like I spoke on how Sonny did say something crazy to Ava first or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, Rick was like, I can't remember what he said. I know he said, for Christina to react that way. Sorry, I got distracted, y'all. For Christina to react that way, something must be seriously wrong with Sonny or whatever. But they never got to finish it. Cause I think, did he get a call from Elizabeth? And she was saying she got those files or whatever, and he was like, either she said she was gonna come, she gonna take a ride share or something like that, and then she heard Ava's voice in the background. Ava just had to let herself be known. She had to let herself be known. She mad about their relationship or whatever. But yeah, she said something. Elizabeth heard. She was like, "Well, I could just come over there and bring it to you or whatever." So they got to argue about that. Her and Rick, Ava and Rick got to arguing. She was like, "So you told her about what's going on with Portia?" He was like, "I didn't tell her everything. She just suspected that some. She knew that she seen me with Portia, so she figured it out." And she was like, "She using you." And they was both talking about whether or not she was using him, and they want to do what's best for the hospital and stuff like that. And they was just going back and forth when Elizabeth showed up. I thought Elizabeth was gonna stay there and just listen to that conversation and eventually hear about Portia. This girl gonna knock on the doggone door. I said, "Who here, folks? Didn't you hear her name? Didn't you hear them say your name? She gonna knock on." I said, "She ain't nosy, huh?" Well, she is nosy because of the whole Cyrus situation, but I was like, you heard them say your name. You supposed to be like, you supposed to put your out. Look, I tried to demonstrate like y'all can see me. You supposed to put your ear to the door or something. She gonna knock. How you hear them talk about you? He gonna knock on the door. Then I think she ends up giving the paperwork to him, and he was like, he could take her, he could drop her. I said no. I said no, take Ava instead. Well, I skipped a major part, but we know by now. Christina, she was upset. She ends up saying whatever that was. I think I said it at the beginning though. And she sees the car, she sees the number, but she made a face, and that's why I was like, okay, did she figure out that Rick was there? But no. Because she ends up, after she did everything, she goes back to Charlie's and she tells Lucky, I said, you done told on yourself. I said, they would have known anyway. Oh, Lucky did fall after her too. I know Lucky ain't gonna get in a car accident because he gonna be trying to see somebody and the dude gonna say they doing what they can to save her or whatever. I said, that'd be messed up. I said, look, if it is Elizabeth Neal to get hurt, I mean, regardless, I'd still be upset you don't made my daddy get in the car accident and stuff because you want to be a psychopath for trying to make this girl pay or whatever. But I was like, if Rick ends up badly hurt, Molly gonna be upset with her. It's just gonna be a whole. They just got back cool, barely, or whatever. But I was like, Christina done messed up. But then if it's Christina, I was like, she still be in trouble, right? Because she tampered with brakes. Even if she do get hurt, she would still be in trouble. But yeah, she ends up going back to Charlie. She tells Lucky she did something. She got into it with Ava or whatever. And she ended up doing something stupid or whatever. He's like, what did you do? And he stood there asking her or whatever. So she runs out. She said something about, I think she gonna fix it or something like that. So he grabs his keys and he chases after her. I'm talking about he chased after her. Basically, we didn't see him get in the car or nothing. But they show Christina she's driving and everything. And she tried to call Ava. Ava declined. Ava over here sipping on was that a martini? She sipping on something. I said, you need to put the doggone liquor, the alcohol down, girl. I said, you need to put it down. Then they tell you to take it easy. That's another thing. She gonna tell Christina, talking about so she'll have Avery full time and Sonny will have to up the child support or whatever. I was like, girl, not you trying to make him take care of you. Because that's what it's really about. But yeah, she tried to call her or whatever. I was hoping she answered so she could be like, that wasn't her call or whatever. But yeah, Monday's episode should be good. We'll see. But the last people we got is Sonny, Jason, the Salisky dude. I think that's his name. So they on the doggone plane. So they made it fast. They done found the man weapon and everything. I was hoping they dropped the name. I was hoping it was like Drew and Sewell, Brandon, somebody give us something. But it was still a good cliffhanger to me or whatever. But yeah, the Slisky dude just walked in there, Sonny with his weapon or whatever. Dude to my son. The job, I didn't know whatever they paid me with cryptocurrency. He's full of crap. Even I knew he's full of crap. I said, he's full of crap. They always say that. I don't know who it was. I said, usually, now, if somebody got a weapon on you, you might want to just say, especially when you know who they is, obviously, and they dangerous or whatever. I'd be like, yeah, this person did it, snitching like it out my side. But yeah, so Sonny questioning him or whatever. Apparently he ain't scared. He tells him to drop his weapon, put it on the table, push it over there. So he does. So then he trying to get him to say a name. He acting like he don't know and stuff like that. So then dude try to go to I said, you could have been shot. Sonny slippy. I said, you could have shot him one time. That'll make him talk. Probably not. I don't know. Some of these people trained to not say nothing though. But yeah, he tried to get his other weapon. He was like, you looking for this? So then he tried to run out the door. I was like, Sonny, well, I say if he would have shot him or something, because I don't think he had no little silencer thing on there, they would have alerted folks. So I take that back, y'all. So he tried to ride the door, and here comes Jason. So they like, give me a name. I'm like, dog, that would have been a good cliffhanger. It would have been a great cliffhanger, actually, or whatever. But it went off. It went off. I think the last thing was when Rick and them, he was driving or whatever, him and Elizabeth going back and forth because he confronted her about what Ava said about using him and stuff like that. She like, I'm not using you or whatever and all this stuff. Then he tries to hit the brake and he can't hit the brake, so he swears. I said, Christina, you going to jail. You going to jail, the crazy place, or both. I don't know. But that's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, this is have a great rest of the day, a great weekend, and be safe.